Hi guys, it's Gifford here. Welcome to this live, which is all about what a content upgrade is and how it can drive sales. So a super quick one this afternoon. So I wanted to touch on the subject of a content upgrade. You might have heard of it. It's a way to engage your audience in a deeper way and to build leads, right? So a content upgrade is in exchange for an email address. It's a form of opt-in, right? And there are so many ways that we can offer a content upgrade. So I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that I have shared this live on my other page. So bear with me just one moment. Here we go. So a content upgrade, there are so many examples of ways that you can add value. So if you think of your content creation itself, whether you're creating a video, a blog post, whatever it is you're creating, it can sometimes be a fantastic idea to offer an extra, which you would offer in return for an email address. So the upgrade, I've worked with clients on this as well, and it depends on what you're working on. So for some clients, they've done a fantastic blog post and we've offered as the upgrade, perhaps a version of that post in a beautifully designed PDF, sometimes with an extra worksheet on there, which really complements, what the post was about. Sometimes with an extra piece of audio. For example, if you're talking about, yoga, for example, and you want to add some extra value for someone who opts in for that post on a certain subject, you could create an extra audio on that. You could have a secret video which you only get by opting in. So something that really adds value to that particular post is a fantastic thing to offer your audience. Often as well, if you'll see a content upgrade as being a kind of extra behind the scenes piece. So maybe you have created a how-to video and you want to add as the upgrade a step-by-step video walkthrough. Perhaps there's a personal intro from you. Perhaps there's a downloadable toolkit that someone would find super useful. So it's something that adds insane value in exchange for that email address. Now, you wouldn't have to do this for every single post because that adds to your workload. So be strategic about how you use it. But it's a fantastic way to get creative and to give your audience kind of extra insights to your business, but also to give them even more value. And it acts as a list builder for you. So how does that drive sales? In a few ways, guys. So we are adding more value. We are giving your audience more value. Okay, so we are building that relationship more and more. So we're saying, hey, here's a really handy piece of content. Here's something extra. And you get to be able to note and to segment your list and find out which pieces of content are bringing in more leads, are getting more attention. You can segment your list according to your different upgrades, which means that you can market different things to people who have opted in to different parts of your list. So this is a fantastic machine which is out there working for you 24/7, because that's the brilliance of content. It's out there working for you. And if you add an upgrade into the mix, you get to be able to see where your clients are coming in, what it is they're struggling with really specifically. So you can choose some upgrades, perhaps that point towards different offerings that you have, which help to encourage your clients to, to come onto your email list, and you can market, different things to them. So there are all kinds of things that you can do from behind the scenes. Hi, everyone. Come and say hi if you're just joining me on the live. You might want to add an extra video, like I said. You might want to add a personal, walkthrough, something that's behind the scenes. Maybe there's a downloadable sheet or a printable or an Excel, Google Doc thing, which would really help to work through what it is that you're offering. Even as a simple upgrade can be as easy as going to Canva and making your blog post look beautiful and super readable, so that so that your audience can actually read it as a PDF on their iPad or iPhone, maybe with a couple of extra pieces of audio on there. So there's often value as well in making the same content more accessible. So if you make it into a PDF or a video or record some audio from it, people get to experience you in different ways, and it could be so helpful to have different ways to interact with what you are providing. So one thing that I teach as well on my is masterclass of the Power Post format that I teach. So a Power Post is a fantastic piece of content strategy where we are curating links from other people in your industry, and we offer as part of that a content upgrade. So this amazing post acts as part of your lead generation machine. And so, when I work with my clients and that, we look at different ways that you can actually compile that information in creative and fun ways that adds a ton of value to your peeps. And depending what the content is, you can add extra pieces of value, which is, it's not much extra work for you, but for your clients, it feels like a real added bonus. And the great thing is, guys, that once you've created it once, it's out there working for you again and again and again as a lead magnet. And, you can drive sales to that by knowing exactly, at what point, people opted in to your list, because you can see if they've come in through various upgrades or opt-ins, you can see what their pain point was, what their issue was, and what their need was. And you can speak to that, directly in your follow-ups to them and your marketing to them. So has anyone here used a content upgrade? Have you encountered one? Have you opted into one? Have you ever tried something with your list? I'd love to know. If you're watching this on the replay, then certainly feel free to hit me below in the comments, and I'd love to answer your questions. But a content upgrade is a super simple strategy that is really easy to implement, and it's a great thing to add to your content toolkit as a way to add even more value to your audience. All right, guys, thanks for joining me on the live, and I will see you soon. Bye.